Let's dive into this, y'all. Jay Cinco exposed DDG after 1 day of capaholics. Okay, let's dive
Even
in,
that
yo.
group, like it's not a real group, bro. Like that ain't real. Them ain't real. Like, and I'm not saying like speaking on as far as everybody individually. I'm just speaking as a group. That's not a real friend group, bro. That's not a real friend group. Like I said, I felt like he was the program. He ran the program. You know what I'm saying? So and they kept adding me back and just turning it down, like coming at.
I think I'm getting a clue of what is going on here. As I think DDG started a group. He was saying he was gonna start a group that's gonna be like an AMP, something like that. So let's see. I think I know where this guy's getting at. Jay Cinco.
in real disrespectful ways, talking to it like a friend would never talk to. Then like,
Yeah, I want to start off by saying Cinco is lying. I am the program, y'all.
Sure.
Call me DD program.
Talk about grand opening and then grand closing. Doing group content isn't some sort of unfamiliar venture for DDG. He had one in the past featuring Pootie and Chark and Ty the Guy and some other content creators. And we all know how successful group content can be. If you look at 2Hype, if you look at FaZe, if you look at AMP, Sidemen for what it's worth, doing some sort of group content has always shown in content creation that it can be very, very lucrative. But this isn't just a venture that you throw together.
But I gotta say this. Doing a group content can be a very successful venture, but y'all gotta know this. For you to go, like, if you wanna do this thing, it's going to be a good thing if y'all start from the bottom. But if niggas are at the top already and they start a group and they gotta edge you as a small creator, that's what they're gonna do. I'm not saying it's for everybody. They're just gonna look at you and think that like they're gonna look at you, they're gonna downgrade you. You understand me? They're not gonna think highly of you. They're gonna think like they the top dogs. They the guys with the money. They gonna think they're the ballers. So in this sense, looking at groups like AMP, those guys had foundation. They started off as guys who didn't have nothing at first and grew up into being one of the greatest. Shout out Kai, Phenom, and all those guys are big right now. But when you look at a group that DDG just started, it's of someone who is already big and just brings in some of the. I think he has his brother and all those things. But people, Jay Cinco, I understand where he's coming from, but let's watch it and see where this is going, man.
And to be honest with you, for every AMP and beta squad that's out there, there's a failed group that had a couple of months of success, had a bunch of turmoil behind the scenes, whether it was about money, women, drugs, whatever the case may be, and they fell off just as quick as they started. Which brings me to the capaholics. People have been talking about how collaboration and streaming is something that is going to propel a bunch of people forward. So it naturally made sense for a new streaming group to prop up. That is the group that DDG started, featuring likes of Jay Cinco, his brother Dub, and Deshae Freaky Frost. Now, I want to make something very clear. I'm going to go into group content a little bit later into this video, but I just want people to know that you cannot throw groups together. I understand that it can be very lucrative having somebody else to bounce content ideas off of 24/7, 365, and that is the service level. But there's something called team building that goes into this, and this is why other groups have failed in the past. You can't just slap a bunch of content creators together or a bunch of guys you think is funny together in order to make some sort of group. There's dynamics and energies, and there's a bunch of behind the scenes stuff that have to do with people's personalities that have to come into play. And we know that there can be some strong personalities when we're dealing with DDG.
And speaking of personality, y'all should bring your, like, as a small creator like myself, I'm a small creator. I just got into the scene like 3 months ago or something like that. But y'all gotta understand this. I'm building myself. People like, yo, why aren't you collabing and stuff, right? Y'all gotta understand this. When you are a small creator, you gotta build yourself so that you have value that you can give to the market. Like, if I want to collaborate with someone that's big, I can't just reach out to them, yo, I want to collab. When I'm just a small creator, I want to be of value. I want to be a person that when I approach someone for a collab, I want to bring some value. Like, they can gain something out of me as much as I can gain something out of being in the collab with them. So y'all gotta understand some parts of that, because some of these guys, if they're already big and because I knew, they're gonna feel like, nah, I'm top dog, bro. What's in it for me? Because I'm giving this guy everything. I'm co-signing him. What is it in for me in the table? You understand me? So y'all gotta understand what the dynamics of this, how this thing works. I gotta build myself from the ground up to the top, doing it on my own. I understand we do things with people. We do require people. We gotta have a team and stuff. I understand that part, but at the end of the day, you are the personality. You are the brand. You have to build yourself. Not to say Jay Cinco is a smaller creator. Jay Cinco he's getting there. He's big, but he's getting there. He's not like at a DDG level or something like that. But what I can say about him, man, or anybody out there looking to start content from a content creator that's smaller, you should always look forward to building your personality, building your brand, and prioritizing you growing as a personality for people to like and think. And you know, they'll subscribe to you. It's up to them. Whether they like the content or what, that's up to you, man.
Dub, Deshae Frost, and Jay Cinco. So off rip, I was skeptical as hell. Now, if I had to do a hierarchy of who is in this group, I would say it's DDG up here, and then Jay Cinco falling somewhere short, but definitely second in this group when it comes to who is the most poppin'est, littest streamer. So it was very interesting that a lot of people saw him in the trailer, but didn't see him in the opening of the whole subathon, streamathon, new group introduction. So naturally, a lot of people will have questions, and DDG came quickly and confirmed that he was not in it. Who you see today is who is in this group.
I understand, bro. I don't get it. But I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, y'all, because nobody else is. Whoever y'all see in this group is in this group. Whoever y'all see today is in this group. Things can be further explained later on, but for right now, that's just what it is.
They literally announced the group on like the 29th of September. On the 30th of September, they got together. And then on the 1st of October, they were already broken up. I think it's the most amazing thing in the world. Now, there are some other groups that we should probably cover on this channel that are seemingly having a falling apart. You know, we've addressed Max leaving FaZe, and then there's some speculation about Your Rage also not being in FaZe anymore because he's not there for the subathon. But the difference is that Your Rage and Max, for what it's worth, have been a part of FaZe and other groups for a long time. I don't think I've ever seen a group be started and instantly fractured a day after its creation, especially by
It's because of the egos these guys have, bro. Think of a DDG, bro. DDG, that guy has ego, bro. I gotta keep it a stack, man. Yo, I don't know about maybe to those who spend time with him behind the scenes, maybe he's a chill guy. But I know for sure the DDG that we see on cam, bro, that guy is full of ego, bro. I don't understand, bro. Even if I was in Jay Cinco's position, like, I feel like these niggas will belittle you somehow. Well, without even, I don't know if he's intentionally or what. They will start to, they will start to little boy you. I don't know if you get that. You feel me? So, man, I think egos clutching against each other. That's what I think it is, man.
Second biggest member. Usually when people leave the group, it's from the members that really don't matter. You know, the Mopies of the world. My bad. But it became very clear very fast that they were distancing themselves from any affiliation that they had with Jay Cinco a day into the group project. Now, y'all should know my slogan by now. This is why I love the internet, because we're not going to go too far into any sort of time period without getting a response. Everybody exists here. They're going to have to fess up as to what happened. And Jay Cinco opens up some interesting conversations about DDG, about Dub, about Deshae, and about group projects as a whole, you know, group content.
I'm just speaking as a group. That's not a real friend group, bro. That's not a real friend group. Like, our friend group was always based off of the ranks of popularity. Like, last year I was at the bottom of the rank. If I put up to the club late, nigga tell me, nigga, it's over. Like, you can't even get in the club. Like, I'm not coming out to get you.
Wow.
You gotta call like T.O. or somebody. You feel me? Like, that's the only way a nigga gets somewhere. Like, you know, and that's just a representation of the dynamic of the friend group. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody that's a real nigga in this bitch, that really stand on certain shit, that really show love, and they got fucked over a couple times and still remain the same guy. I done got fucked over in relationships and I'm still the same nigga. Nigga told me I shouldn't ask my girl out with a bag and all that. Man, I don't give a fuck what I go through. I'm still the same nigga. You can't let certain shit change you, bro. You know, of course you can move a little different and all that, but don't let that shit change who you is, bro. If that's who you is, that's who you is, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you a solid nigga, don't let no money change you, nigga. Fuck that money. You say fuck that money, nigga. That's selling your soul. Say fuck that money, nigga.
Yeah, man.
Those are some heavy allegations.
I don't know what he's saying, though.
Perspective.
But I think I understand what he's saying, bro. Never let money change you, bro. Whatever you do, man, always stay true to yourself, man. Whatever you do, man, always be yourself, man. No matter what comes in for to you, man, and always give it to him, bro. The one up above, man. That's all I gotta say.
Come into play here. I remember the inception of AMP, not necessarily as just a fan of the content group, but also as somebody who worked behind the scenes with them. And these were guys who had known each other for quite a while at that point. I think dating back to like the 2K16 days, 2K15 days. They were playing online with each other, you know, getting to know each other offline, meeting up IRL and making content together, having fun, you know, kind of growing as young men in the industry together. This is when there wasn't a bunch of money tied to this industry. It was just a bunch of guys who are passionate about making content, coming together and creating said content. Now, if you fast forward to 2025, the word is out and there is money to be made, but that doesn't mean that you can just shoehorn people together that don't have real relationships or connections in order to make content. Yeah, I think some of these people have one similar link, which might be DDG in the matter, but ultimately fixing a bunch of people in order to make money and strike hot in this content game is not going to yield you long-lasting results, especially because of the personality differences. With the foundation of this group being based off of money, that is always going to be the crux of any decision that they make. Who gets the most screen time? Who gets into the club first? Who gets the biggest piece of chicken? It's always going to be around who has the most fame and who has the most success and who has the most motion at the moment. That means somebody can dictate these things and order these steps. This is why it doesn't surprise me that Jay Cinco ultimately reveals that, you know, this ain't no real friendship. This is just a hierarchy. This is just a money ploy. This is just a game.
Yeah, I want to start off by saying Cinco is lying.
I'm lying. Hey, show the message. Hey, that's why I leave it at that. Show the message. I ain't gotta say nothing else, gang. You wanna prove it to me? Show the message.
I don't be getting when niggas be like, you think you bigger than the program. What exactly is the program, though? I haven't figured that out yet. I'm gonna have to do some research.
I don't mind responding to Cinco because, you know, at one point me and Cinco was homies. So if this gonna help him financially,
Man, let me ask y'all. Y'all think those niggas were like homies? Nah, I don't think they're homies. It's more like because we do content together, I'ma be cool with you because now you popping. It doesn't because we cool, man. There ain't no friendship in the industry, man. Let's just keep it a stack, bro.
I'm cool with that. You feel me? I don't have a problem with that. I never start. Everybody always start with me, and then all of a sudden I'm the bully. I'm the mean guy when I keep it going. Oh, you doing too much. Oh, be the bigger person, this and that. Well, I never started it with nobody. Everybody always start with me. I do not take Cinco serious. You just trying to get some money.
Like to say a nigga drive, like to make fun of a nigga whip and discredit a nigga success, I made you and all that shit hurt, cuz like, if a nigga said all that to y'all, bro, and this is just the service, like, this ain't even the messages. But
nah, that's sad, bro.
Nigga would have treated y'all how they treated me getting that group chat game, like, you would have left that shit too. You wouldn't have stepped a foot in that shit.
Bro.
You would have been, I'm gonna show you niggas. I don't know how, nigga, but I'm gonna show you niggas.
Yeah, man.
And even if it don't amount to greater than other niggas, I'm good for myself. And I forgive niggas, not for them, but for me, so I can walk around and
damn, bro, that's powerful, bro. That's what I be saying, bro. That's what I been saying. Yo, W is Cinco, man. W is to this guy, bro. I be saying this, bro, every damn time in my videos, man. You gotta forgive. Let's say you have a problem with someone. Forgive them for your own, bro. Keep moving. Show them what you got, bro. Show them what you got. You trust me. No matter what it takes, just always stay true to yourself, man. I always stand by those words and will always stand by my words.
And walk around and enjoy my accomplishments. Various times I try to leave our group chat, you know what I'm saying, and defuse the situation, you know, but like I said, a nigga felt like he was the program. He ran the program, you know what I'm saying? So a nigga kept adding me back and just tearing a nigga down, like coming at a nigga in real disrespectful ways, talking to a nigga like a friend would never talk to. Then like,
now, before we go into a real deep dive, I do want to remind everybody that this is DDG. This is the guy who was talking about starting internet drama and internet beef for clicks, likes, and views. That was his whole gimmick and shtick at Streamer University, is that you want to create some sort of drama for the sake of engagement, for the sake of getting views up, for the sake of doing all these different things. And for the most part, that stuff is reigned true. We see how he's dealt with Reggie over the past couple of months, so I could see him playing into that. It also plays out in DDG changing his Twitter bio to the program and saying that he is the program as opposed to being bigger than the program.
Alright, man, I know what it is, bro. This might be one of those dramas that are fake dramas that are caused for the entertainment purposes and stuff. I think something like that has to do with it, man. But anyways, bro, what do y'all think? Do y'all think this is fake or this is real? Or they just doing this to get some numbers on them? Let me know what y'all think. Hope you enjoyed this video, man. Peace out, man. Inception out of the way. Make sure road to 1,000 subs. Let's get it, man.